Good morning, everybody. Brenda with Foxy's Creations. How's everybody doing today? What am I trying to do? I'm trying to minimize my screen over here. Well, there we are. So how's everybody today? Today, and I'm going to wait for some people to come in, we are talking about opportunities. So I'm just going to, and I put this up so we have something pretty to look at, but I'm going to trim this edge off of it while we're waiting. Straighten it up. Make it a straight edge over here. Good morning and welcome. I'm just waiting on more people to come in and thought I would cut that edge off this paper since I can't glue straight. And I'm not cutting it straight either, so I think that'll get it. Hey Cheryl, how are you? Thank you for coming. And welcome to my channel, because I do believe this is your first time. So this is just something pretty for us to look at. We made it during yesterday's show. It's a napkin glued to cardstock. And I was trimming the edge off because I can't glue straight. So I'm just going to wait on a few more people to come in. But we're going to talk about opportunities today. What kind of opportunities there are, how to find them, and all of that. Because I really couldn't think of another O word other than ostrich. And there's not enough ostrich stuff to keep us busy for about an hour. And I don't have any ostrich stuff. Well, welcome to my channel, and I hope you enjoy your stay. I'm looking at oh, there we go. I have my list of opportunities written down so I could talk about them. And if you like what happens, and please subscribe and stay and come back and visit. I go live pretty much every day except for Saturday and Sunday. And I do a lot of recorded. And I see we have about 5 people. Morning, everybody. Who all's here this morning? And if you all have any questions, just type them in, because that'll help me out too, because I was brainstorming for different opportunities. Oh, thank you. We made a lot of stuff yesterday with napkins. This is my favorite thing that we made. We made a little window that's completely see-through. And I'm going to put it in a journal. As I think I want to put it in like a journal card spot where, but I don't know, because that'll hide it. But it's see-through. And ignore my little owie. I burnt my finger. I was trying to make, well, I made a melted plastic clear pocket in my last journal that's the walkthrough is up for. And it had come unsealed, and I was going to seal it back. So I'm holding my papers up because everything's sewed in. I'm taking my little heaty tool, and I'm running it across the paper. The little bar on that heaty tool gets extremely hot, and I burnt my finger. Oops. I won't do it again. Hey, Tina, thank you for coming. How are you today? Thank you, Cheryl. So I'm just trying to give some people a little bit more time to come in. And we're going to talk about opportunities and that kind of thing. My chat on my phone does not work half the time. There we go. The chat on my screen is moving, but not on my phone. So, Cheryl, what kind of things do you make? I am doing good, thank you. Figured we'd wait just a little bit longer and just chit chat for a minute. Right, we have already gotten up to O. Let's see, I can go back through the list so far. A was album ideas for journals. B was butterflies, bees, and bugs. C was paperclip ideas. D was doily ideas. E, envelopes and embellishment ideas, like ideas for embellishing your envelopes. F was flower ideas. G was game piece ideas. H was hanging pages. Hi, Carrie Ann. Thank you for coming. How are you today? J was journal ideas. So what kind of journals are there? Different types of journals and that kind of thing, Cheryl. K was kings. And I downloaded some pictures of some kings and made things out of those. L was ledger paper ideas. M was magazine images. Yesterday was napkins. And today is opportunities. So tomorrow is going to be pockets and tuck spots. Different kind of pockets you can make. And what is a pocket? What's a tuck spot? And that kind of thing. How are they different? Of course, they're, from an envelope. My main thing is envelopes have flats, pockets don't. So tomorrow we're going to be doing pockets and that kind of thing. So I need my list for opportunities. So I guess we'll just get started. Or we'll wait. We'll give it a couple of more minutes or so. Carrie Ann, did y'all have storms yesterday? We had them on and off yesterday. Probably the same thing today. And then it's going to get cold tonight. Y'all, it's the middle of June, and we're going down in the 50s tonight. Me and Carrie Ann are in Alabama. She's about 80 miles north of me, 90 miles north of me, something like that. And I cannot believe it is going to be 50-something degrees in the morning. It's cold. It's crazy weather. Mixed media and paper crafting, that's what I love. I love mixed media and paper crafting. And I see a couple of more people came in. That's good. Yay, and welcome. Hello. Silent observers are always welcome. That's what I call lurkers. It does help the power bill, doesn't it? We're not running our errors, but you're in Virginia. Oh, cool. So is your weather as crazy as ours, Cheryl? Excuse me. I'm going to wait 5 more minutes, and then we're just going to start talking about what some of the opportunities out there are and how to find them. And I wish this is something that's, that I could have found information on when I got started instead of kind of trying to have to figure stuff out as you go. So I figured opportunities would be a good thing to talk about. Oh, bad rain. Yeah, I'm tired too. We had rain Thursday. Let's see. When did we had a couple of days last week without rain? I couldn't tell you what days those were. Hubby was off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That was the days of rain. We didn't have rain on Monday, no rain on Tuesday, and then yesterday we had rain again, and we're scheduled to have rain every day through Sunday again. And I'm with you. Tired of the rain, tired of the thunderstorms. On a couple of my recorded videos, you can hear it thundering, and it wasn't doing anything when I started recording. And then, like, I'm in the middle of the recording, and there it is, thunder. Oh my goodness, Carrie Ann, I did not know that. I am so sorry. I will keep them in my prayers. Bless your heart. Hey, Angie, thank you for coming. Oh my goodness. That has to be really stressful, Carrie Ann. I am so sorry. And how are you today, Angie? Definitely sending lots of prayers and positive vibes. Exactly, Carrie. And this is a wonderful community. I think we have a great crafting community. Not just my channel, but all the channels combined that we all go to. I think it's wonderful. It's awesome. Well, I hope my channel fits in there anyway. And it does keep you going during hard times. Because crafting is my happy place, you guys. Which is probably why my craft room still hasn't had a walkthrough, because I can't keep it clean for 2 seconds to do a walkthrough. Oh, that's so sweet, Angie. Thank you. Well, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start talking about opportunities. So different opportunities out there to help you get you out there if you're wanting to do that kind of thing and grow. Like what I'm trying to do is grow my channel. I don't care about being monetized, but I realize that in order to sell the things that I make, I need to reach more people. So how am I going to do that? One of the ways is Facebook groups. Joining different Facebook groups, getting out in different Facebook groups. There is a Facebook group, and I don't remember the name of it. I have to look on my phone, that you can list your items for sale in. And it's not just crafters. So that's a good thing. I have a Zibbet store. And so, you just have to get out there. So Facebook groups is a good way to network. Different Facebook groups, maybe not just crafting ones. I belong on the yard sale pages here for my local community. Hi, Robin. Thank you for coming. So I can list things on those yard sale pages. I haven't sold anything through there yet, but it's still a way to network and get, in with other people. There are networking YouTube channels. I don't promote sub channels because YouTube will bite you for that. They did like the purge in January, and there were people that got hit hard by the purge. Didn't bother me at all. I know how it is, Angie. So sub is not the way to go. And what a sub is, where you go into a channel and that's what they're doing. and you sub to somebody and they sub you back. Well, all that does is get you a number. They're not watching, most of the time, they're not going to watch your channel. You're not really interested in what they do. So it's, if you go to a networking channel and you see somebody that the name sounds interesting, like you might see Little Sister Cheryl is crafting. So you know she's a crafter if you're in a networking thing. Click on her name, go see what kind of videos are on her channel. If it's the kind of videos that interest you, then subscribe, leave a comment on a video that you're a new friend. And if she subscribes back, great. But if she doesn't, don't be offended. Okay? And so that's one way to network also. I try not to do a lot of that kind of thing because it doesn't get you a lot of subscribers, number one. And like I said, during the purge, if you have people that are subscribed to you, but they may not have seen a video in a while, or YouTube may look at them as not a real subscriber. And so they'll purge them, which I didn't have that problem during the purge. And that's why I don't really promote sub for sub things. But networking, go to other channels. I belong to other communities other than just the crafting community. And that's going to get you people who aren't crafters that can look at your channel, maybe see some things that they want to buy and that kind of thing. So other communities are opportunities. Challenges. Participate in challenges because that gets your stuff out in front of other people. An example, and swaps. Let me cover swaps. Challenges and swaps. That's going to get you in other groups. So like if you're in, let's say, my channel in this little tiny community, and we're all subbed to each other, and we're all watching each other, that's great, but we're not going to grow past where we are. You're trying to call me Fox. That's fine. Everybody does. I'll go in a chat and type in, and they all miss the Brenda. They go, "Hi, Foxy." So I've decided that's going to be who I am, Brenda and Foxy. It's so funny. But yeah, I've seen you too in a couple. So challenges and swaps. Like Carrie Ann and I met through a swap. We're both members of the Flock, which is a Facebook group owned by Melissa Bishop, and we were doing the Flock swap last year. And that's how Carrie Ann and I met. Plus, we met in the chat for the swap. So, or in her chat for her live streams. So being in other communities, because if we're all together and we all watch each other, we're all sub to each other, this channel, we're not going to grow past that without going and visiting other channels. And other like little crafting communities and that kind of thing. So challenges, swaps, Facebook groups, all great. Networking groups. Use your social media. I was posting, going live on Twitter until I realized I have 6 followers on Twitter. So 6 followers on Twitter doesn't do a lot for me. Instagram, I have more followers on, so I'm posting on Instagram a lot now. I'm trying to get better at it because I don't really use it. I was posting on Facebook whenever I would go live. I have my Facebook group, which is Foxy's Followers. All we do, we're not doing any swaps or anything, only because there's enough groups we all belong to where we can do swaps and challenges and that kind of thing. So with the Facebook group, mine is mainly, let's keep in touch, and chat, message each other, post our work. If you're going live, put it in there so we can all know in the group that you're doing a live and we can all come support you. I've learned from being on the networking channels, there are many ways of support besides just watching videos and giving a thumbs up. So let's say Carrie Ann has 1,000 followers on Twitter. Her coming in and then tweeting out this live stream when I only have 6 followers and she has 1,000 would help greatly. So again, that's networking. So other people posting on their social media that you're live, or I have 6 followers. Dee Dee Willinghands, yeah. Oh, I love Dee Dee. I love Dee Dee. And yesterday, what was it? The other day, Dee Dee went live from Hobby Lobby with the Hubster, doing a challenge, where she was going to buy, I think it was $5 worth of stuff and send it to Mary Atelier, and I hope I pronounced that right. And then Mary was live yesterday, or did a recorded from a Hobby Lobby, where she was going to send Dee Dee back some stuff to work with, $5 worth of stuff from Hobby Lobby, stuff that they normally, I don't guess, would work with. I thought that was hilarious. And see, I'm also a lurker, you guys. I am a silent observer on a lot of channels. I've been watching Dee Dee for years, for, well, at least 3 years. But I don't comment a lot when I'm in there, or I watch recorded. Hubster was hilarious. When they got to the aisle where they were putting out the Christmas stuff, he's like, oh my gosh, they're putting out Christmas. And she told him to behave, to calm down, that yes, they're putting out Christmas. Because as crafters, if we're going to sell Christmas items, we have to have them made before Christmas. So we need Christmas stuff to make Christmas stuff with. And I'm going to try to do a little Christmas in July this year on this channel. I messed that up last year really bad. Oh, Angie, thank you. I have to remember that. Some people look forward to seeing you in chat. I have to remember that, because I am a person that will go and lurk, or I'll say hi and then I disappear like I'm not there, but I'm still there. And so that kind of thing. So I have to remember that, Angie. I will. So we've done opportunities or challenges, swaps, Facebook groups, networking in groups, social media. So when I do social media, right now, I'm trying to do my Facebook group, Foxy's Followers, so I'll post in there. I have a Foxy's Creations Facebook page. I try to post on there because there are followers for that. Oh, retro tree. That sounds interesting, Carrie Ann. I have done plastic canvas in the past, and that's an awesome craft. Hi, Louise. Thank you for coming. How are you? That's funny, Louise. So I post in my Facebook group. I post on my Foxy's Facebook page. I post on my personal Facebook page. There's a few groups that I post in. I do post a lot of times in Kelly and Robin's group. And Robin was here just a moment ago. There she is. They don't, do they, Robin? My grandmother gave me a plastic canvas book by Better Homes and Gardens that had all kind of patterns in it and covered, the stitches and how to make the stitches. Plastic canvas is like, Cheryl, it's like it's a plastic grid. So like graph paper, but made out of plastic. So it'll look just like this, minus the diagonal lines, and it's made out of plastic. And you do it with yarn. And so, like, you could make 3D objects, like a Kleenex box. I made a Kleenex box. I was working on a strawberry basket, but that's still in a paper bag that never got finished, and it's been over 40 years. But I did make a Kleenex box. I made a couple of different things. I've made coasters and just different things. But my grandmother did the same thing. Right, it's like cross stitch, but on plastic canvas instead of on Aida cloth. Exactly. So I have some groups I post in when I go live, like I said, like Robin's group, my group, and a couple of other groups that I post in that I'm going to go live. The last couple of days I was doing an experiment where I didn't post that I was going to go live, just to see what would happen with, how many people came in. And believe it or not posting, I'm getting more people. I don't get it, but okay. So I use my social media, friends and family. You're not on Facebook, Angie? Right. So that's good too. But see, you're networking, Angie. You're meeting people. So that's good. I did 2 craft shows and I didn't make back my money for the booth rental. And I don't know if Carrie Ann has done any or not. It might be better up where Carrie Ann is, but here, which Facebook group, Carrie Ann? Here, people don't want, where I'm at, I'm in a rural area. They want to pay Walmart prices for handmade items. And I'm sorry, they are hard. And I can't charge you a Walmart price for a handmade item. Sometimes the cost of the materials that I put in that handmade item are more than what the Walmart item would cost. But the Walmart item is going to be made probably overseas somewhere and maybe not crafted as well as a handmade item. So people just don't want to pay what they're worth, which is why I don't do the craft shows. And they are hard. But friends and family can help too. I post on my Facebook page, which is made up of friends. And actually, my Facebook page currently has more crafting friends than friends and family friends, which is why I don't mind posting on there that I'm going live, because it is more of the crafting community at this point. Same with the craft shows there, Robin. Yeah, it's hard. And they want $50 for booth rental, and you have to bring your own booth and set everything up. Facebook group, I was thinking, in the beginning of this. I don't know which Facebook group that would be. I know we belong to the, I know I talked about us belonging to the flock. And that I posted different Facebook groups. And the other thing I was talking about was like Facebook groups like I am. Oh, the one where you can put your stuff for sale. Never mind, my brain. Let me look up my groups on Facebook. I belong to so many groups on Facebook, you guys. Groups. Your groups. Okay, so where is it? It's Junk Journal Junkies Boutique, and I am going to see if I can get a link and put it in the chat because that's a lot. Share. No. Share. Hit the wrong thing. Okay, now copy the clipboard. Oh, Lordy B. Why is this not working now? Oh, last time that happened. No recent screens, but you won't pull up anything. Okay, I'm going to have to power my phone off for a moment. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? And it should save that so I can put it in the group. It's supposed to just minimize Facebook or YouTube. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. I was going to get it put in there, but my phone froze up on me. So Vanessa's got the link in for the Facebook Junk Journal Junkies Boutique. You can sell your junk journals in there. You can sell your crafting items that you make there. I know that if you don't have an Etsy store, Michelle Scott also has a group. As long as you don't have an Etsy store or Zibbet store, you can sell stuff in that group. And that's where she posts. I guess she created it so she could sell stuff without having an Etsy store. But so she also has a store like that. Oh, you already belong to Carrie Ann? Yeah. And the thing that I find the hardest, you guys, is listing stuff. I have a Zibbet store, but it takes, I need to take, like 6 or 7 pictures of an item. And then I have to upload those pictures. I have to write a description. Then and it's just, I wish there was an easier way to upload items to a store, but there's not. And it's just time consuming. And I thought my phone was going to restart. Maybe it did. Oh, it did. Okay, so let's see what we got. I'm trying to get YouTube back. I got to turn my volume down probably. Nope, we're good. Skip the thing. No. Go back to live chat on here. There we go. I'm back. So I'm trying to think. Then also there's opportunities for freebies. So like the TLC group, and it's TLC Creates, and I think it's the same group on Facebook. Let me check. And hopefully I'm going to close it. Close it this time. I'll go back. Groups. Your groups. She puts up stuff all the time for you to use for free. So taking advantage of that kind of thing. Where is it? Okay, I must have missed it. Okay, let me do it because it's a long title again. Copy the cord. Hi, Misty. How are you? Thank you for coming. So that's the TLC group, and she puts up printables all the time. Free printables that you can download, and then you can use them free. And you can sell the items that you make with them. So, hi, Joey. How are you? Thank you for coming. I haven't seen you in a long time. And so that's an opportunity in a way, because it's an opportunity to get great printables that you didn't have to pay for. And that you can feel safe using, because she knows that they're copyright-free images. So that kind of thing. So different Facebook groups, participating in swaps, get you, to know more people, participating in challenges. Now we're going to cover the big one. Design teams. I kept seeing when I first started design team videos and that kind of thing, and I'm like, what is a design team? No one was explaining what it is. No one explained how to get on it. They were just doing their design team projects. So a design team is where, like, as I get more and more stuff put up in my Etsy store and I make more and more of the background papers, which I have several things I need to get uploaded, not Etsy, Zibbet. I have several things I need to get uploaded in Zibbet, but I'm very picky and I want to make sure my stuff is going to print correctly so that you don't have to mess with it. It's going to print the way it's supposed to print. And if you want it to print different, then that would be on you. But if I'm selling something that's supposed to print full page, no margins, I want it to print that way. So I print them first, make sure they're printing correctly. And if not, I'm going to do some stuff so that when it gets uploaded, it's going to print correctly. But as I get more and more of that, I may want to have a design team, someone that I provide those products to, or some people that I provide the products to, who then will make something with those products and advertise it on their channel. So back to networking. Okay, so that's what a design team is. How do you get on a design team? You can do a search in YouTube, design team call. Because usually that's how somebody that's doing a design team, they will title their video, design team call. And that's when they're asking for new people to join a design team, or they're starting one. So my first design team, a friend of mine was on it, and I said, well, how did you get on there? She said, I just messaged her. And I thought that was kind of weird, but okay. So then she messaged the person, and that's how I got on the design team. I'm on 2 other design teams. You've been on a few, Vanessa. I'm on 2 other ones currently, and the one for Artsology, she put out a call. I put up a video using her product, and she chose who she was going to have on her design team, and it's her first design team. I'm on one for Melody Made, but it's newbie junk journal makers group, and she provided us a kit to work with, and that was like, I think I uploaded a video yesterday on the first few things I made from that kit, and I'm making ephemera. And so you just have to look for design team calls. The one for Artsology, I watched Patricia Viramonte was putting up a video for her design team audition project for that. And I was like, I downloaded stuff from Artsology on Etsy. Let me go check this out. And I loved her papers. And so by watching other people, you can learn about a design team call and that kind of thing. So, and that's a major opportunity because, like with her, Deb is her name. She has, you're not on anyone's design team, oh, Joey. But she has several thousand viewers. And if she helps promote the channels that are her design team, she's been watching all of my videos that I've put up. She has a list of the design team members on her channel and that kind of thing. So that could help promote my channel. I know it is amazing, isn't it, Misty? Oh my gosh. I'm kind of sad that I'm finished working on mine already, and we're not even halfway through the month, or not quite halfway, and I finished it, but I do have other stuff I have to get done. But I already finished that one, but I had so much fun playing with her papers. Oh, Angie, don't think that, because it is. They look actually, design teams, when somebody's or starting a design team or adding to, they want people on all levels, and here's why. If you come across as somebody who makes very professional, high-end stuff. Oh, cool, Joey. You're going to have maybe that kind of a group of people. If you're a beginning crafter, more beginning crafters might follow you. So that's going to get their name into that community where they may not have their name in the beginning crafter community. Does that make sense? Like, I'm a beginning crafter. So if I wasn't on the design team, this is a whole group of people that she could possibly have missed getting her name out to, and having, that, even though it's not a big channel, because I'm not a big channel, but having that reach. So, and definitely support each other, everybody. So it's, they want people with smaller channels as well as people with bigger channels. Plus, Angie, your ideas are going to be completely different than somebody else's ideas. So something that you think of might be completely different than something somebody else thinks of. It's kind of like if we all had the same exact things, like say we all had this napkin and a couple of sheets of cardstock. How many different things would we all come up with from the same stuff? Right, we all learn from each other. Now, when you're on a design team, usually they supply you the materials, meaning that you don't have to pay for them. They provide you, like with Artsology, for example. We got Misty's on the same design team. So we got to pick out 2 kits from her to use for this month. Now, of course, we all picked out probably different things. And so I'm promoting her as a designer, which is Deb from Artsology, and I have videos up and everything. Misty's promoting her as well. Right, doing it your own way is very important. And so the kits that I got were completely different than what Misty chose. Right, they want an eclectic group of people. Because if we all design the same thing, it would get very, very boring. So like I said, if we were all provided the same exact materials, so if everybody had, we'll say, time cards, the same napkins, some cardstock, and some paper, and we all had to make a journal using just those items, those journals would be so different, because I'm going to make a journal different than Joey's going to make a journal, who's going to make it different than Misty, who's going to make it different than, say, Angie. So we're all going to make it different, even though we all had the same things to begin with. Right, Cheryl? We all learn different. Everybody learns different. And I love, that's what I like about like watching Joey. I love watching Joey. Joey, I'm a very silent observer on your channel. I'm just going to tell you that now. I don't hardly get to go to your lives, but I do watch. And I love to watch Joey craft and how she does her things. I love to watch Misty because we all do it different. You're different because you don't know anything. Joey, you come across as if you know a lot. I'm going to tell you now. I don't know a lot. I know that I like paper crafting. That's where my heart is paper crafting and journals. I'm liking making some albums, and I have a tutorial that's going to be coming up. That's not my idea, but I've revamped it a little bit. Using kind of stuff that we already have in a way. So, but we all do different. And that's, I think, what makes it special. Because I can learn something from Joey, but I can go watch Misty and learn something completely different. I can go watch Angie and learn something different. So we all learn different things from each other. And my paper's crooked. See, I'm obsessive compulsive, and this is driving me nuts because my paper's crooked. Y'all don't know how much time I spend trying to get my camera straight every day. And I don't bump it. And it's on a thing where it can't shake unless the whole house shakes. So it's like, why can't I keep this straight? Go to bed. You're so funny, Misty. I actually slept last night, though. The other night I told Tanya if I couldn't sleep, I'd come on and go live like at 2 o'clock in the morning my time. So it'd be like in the evening because Tanya's in New Zealand. And then I slept. I slept and I couldn't go live in the middle of the night. So y'all may see me in the middle of the night. That just means I didn't sleep because I sleep weird. And I haven't been on a lot lately because Mom is good. She's fine. But taking care of Mom since her surgery and that kind of thing has kept me from a lot of live streams and stuff, and trying to, because here's the thing, if you're trying to grow your channel, and this has nothing to do with opportunities per se, but in order to grow a channel, your whole house thing is keeping you up. Oh yeah. Have you heard anything? Doesn't she, Cheryl? She does. She looks like she has been doing this a long time. So if you're wanting to grow your channel, it takes being consistent a lot of live streams, and from what I've heard, and a lot of videos. Because the YouTube, what are they called? Analytics, and the way YouTube promotes you is based not on views. Everybody's really concerned with views. Okay. Hi, Janie. How are you? Thank you for coming. So everybody thinks it's views. It's really not the views. There's an analytic that talks about how many people, not just your views, but say someone watches your video, but they stay for 5 minutes. And if everybody does that, that means you can only hold the attention of people for 5 minutes. So how likely are they going to be to promote that video where only people are staying for 5 minutes? They're not, is the answer. So there is an analytic for attention, the retention time. How long are they staying on that channel? So if you're going to, and see, everybody says, oh, just go watch for 2 minutes. It counts as a view, and leave a comment and you're good. But that really hurts that channel. Because if everybody who's subscribed to that channel does that, their retention is a 2-minute retention time, and YouTube is not going to push those videos out in the search engines. They're not going to put them on the recommended list. Like we all have a subscription list and a recommended. They're not going to put that video on somebody's recommended list. So it really hurts a channel. So once I found that out from watching some of the tech channels I watch, I quit doing it that way. Because I want to make sure I'm not causing a channel harm. And so that's why now I do playlists at night, and I watch people's playlists at night. Right, and watch them an ad here and there, because that if there are ads on the channel, they're monetized. So watching the ads helps the channel and that kind of thing. But I had not realized, but that's the analytic YouTube uses to determine. So like if you go to my video and you watch it like this, little, I'm going to close chat. These are recommended videos. Now, I might have another recommended video, which that's funny. It puts me right at the top for the iCAD's number 8 and walkthrough of what I had done so far. But if you're not retaining people on your channel and in your videos, you're going to be way at the bottom. And most people don't get down there if they're looking for videos to watch. Or if you do a search for iCAD, say, we use iCADs as an example. I'm going to go back to chat on here. If my iCAD videos aren't retaining people, my iCAD videos may be at the very bottom of that list. People who are getting longer view times will be at the top. So they're not ranking it by that video had 1,000 views and my video only had 20. They're ranking it by how long did people stay and watch the video. So if only 5 people watch the video, but those 5 people watch it to the end, that's 100% view time or retention. The other channel may have had 100 people watch it, and they all left after 2 minutes because they were on one of those channels that said you could do that and it would be okay. They have a 2-minute retention. Ooh, I can't wait to see what you got, Misty. It is, Angie. It's hard when you have a little one to take care of. And I'm the same way. I watch my videos at night because what I'm doing during the day is I do this for a couple of hours. I do my lives. And then like this morning before I went live, because I'm 4 days behind on iCADs, I recorded the iCAD video. It's not uploaded yet. I have to work on my Melody Maid kit some more. So I'll do another recorded of that one to get it up. I have started working on the Tsunami Rose Design project. So that's another thing I will record and get put up. It's just a lot. Yeah, and then with storms in the area, my internet gets flaky. And sometimes it can take 2 hours to upload a 30-minute video. And sometimes it can take 30 minutes to upload a 30-minute video. Just depends. And so like on mine, if you go to my playlists, the watch later list has 600 and something videos in it. Most of them I have watched later. Some of them I have not, but they're marked. But that's because when I first started watching YouTube, I was not a channel. Well, we all have a channel, whether we make videos or not. But I wasn't making videos. So my friend, I said, how do you keep up with what you want to watch and stuff? Because it's so much. She said, you create playlists. Oh, that's all I needed to know. Okay, Cheryl. So I created these playlists, like watch later. I made different ones for different things. I just created playlists like beading and stuck videos in there that pertained. And so my playlist, I had to clean my playlist up because now I'm trying to create playlists. Like I've created one for this series. I've created one for my Artsology June design team project. So that if you wanted to watch a playlist, you could go in, watch a playlist, set it to autoplay, and it's going to play all those videos. So I'm trying to clean up my playlist thing a lot and make it more friendly for you guys to use. Okay, Robin. Well, thank you for coming, and I hope you have a great day, and good luck with the insurance people on the hail damage. So, I lost my train of thought. Oh, well, I don't know. That fast. Kapoof. Oh, what I do during the day. And then, so at night, after I cook dinner, I've been taking Mom her dinner, staying over there for a few hours, then coming back over here. So during the day, I'm good pretty much, but I'm sitting here making video after video, trying to upload while I record and trying, just, it's a lot of stuff. Not that I'm complaining, because I want you guys to know I love every minute of this. I would rather sit here and be crafting all day than doing anything else. I don't hardly watch any TV. My TV is YouTube. Oh, Angie, that's fine. You are fine. And who is Laura? Because I may want to subscribe to Laura. I don't know a Laura. So it's just a lot, when you're doing and to have a business at the same time. And I know Misty is doing that too, trying to start a business from what we do at home, crafting, and it can become, it's a major thing starting a business, you guys. And it doesn't just happen overnight. And I've started businesses before, I know that. Oh, Angie, you never have to ask permission to leave at all. I hope you don't feel that you do. And I wasn't saying anything about the watch times to get anybody to stay or anything. I just want everybody to understand how it works. And I had heard that on a tech channel. And then Sonia Step 2, I don't know if y'all watch her. She is awesome. Had said that she had heard it on another channel as well. And didn't realize that was one of the analytics. I think I am subscribed to her, the Jersey Crafter. Okay, cool. I will check it out if I'm not. Thank you, Angie. And so, because everybody hears how they're concerned with your view numbers, and they're concerned with this number, but the one they really go by is that little known one, the retention time on a channel. It's really crazy. Hey, Katrine, how are you? Oh my goodness, I've missed you too. Thank you so much for coming. Oh my, I'm so glad to see you, Katrine. I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you doing, Katrine? The last video I saw, you had come out of the hospital, and I didn't know you had been sick. Thank you, Angie. So how are you doing? I know. And I just didn't want to say it out because I didn't know if you wanted everybody to know. And I watched a video where you explained that one of your friends told you to call and get help, and then you went in the hospital and everything. I'm so glad you're doing fine now. And I'm so glad you're back and ready to craft again. I am so glad to see you on here. Y'all, Katrine is awesome. She has some awesome videos. Oh, cool. I'll have to go back and watch it. Katrine has got some awesome, awesome videos, you guys. Talk about crafting with what you have, which we've all done. We've all crafted with what we have on hand, what we can find, and that kind of thing. But Katrine is extremely good at it. I still have to make my crafty hat. I never made my crafty hat. Or crown. I don't remember what we were calling them. Oh, Katrina, I love you too, and I'm so glad you're back. I really am so glad you're back. It has been such a minute. Crafty Queen's Crown, that's right. And I'm going to be right back, you guys. Y'all need to check out her Crafty Queen's Crown videos. We should make one. Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? And notification came up. Okay, so I was just checking to see what was going on because the notification popped up and then vanished. Oh, you are so welcome, Katrine. I had been posting when I was going live in your group, and then I realized that you weren't on, and so I wasn't sure if I should still post it in your group or not. So I had quit doing that. So that's why I quit posting in your group. I just wasn't sure if it was, if I should still do that or not. But I am so glad you're back. We'll have to do a live some. Oh, now I saw that video too where, well, I can do that. Post when I go live. So at least you'll know. I saw the video where you were on with Nana's Kitchen or had them on your channel, and Nana's Cooking and Craft Corner, and somebody else was on there. Oh, you're thinking about closing it down? I can understand that. So I saw that video too. We're networking. Maybe we can do a video together sometime, Katrina. I know the time difference. You were on Nana's. Okay. See, and that's another thing about the networking, you guys, and opportunities. Being on a live stream with somebody else. So like if you do a Google Hangouts on another channel, it introduces you to their group of people. I think it would be, Katrine, I really do. So that would be like another opportunity. So don't pass up those kind of opportunities. And like last year, one of my videos that has the highest, well, it is the video with the highest number of views. Last summer, we did the Nick the Booksmith Deserted Island Challenge. It was on this channel with about 5 or 6 other crafters in Hangouts. And it was a lot of fun. That video has the most views of any of my videos, but that's because it was put up in the playlist on Nick the Booksmith's challenge, or on her playlist for her challenge. And so her viewers definitely watched all of that. We all watched all the different ones to see how other people were dealing with the challenge of having 8 things to work with and being limited, and you had to pick your 8 things very carefully. You were given 4. So we were all given the same 4 things, but we then had to pick 4 more. And like if you pick this piece of paper, this was your paper for the whole challenge. You didn't get more paper. You had unlimited amount of like coffee dyed paper or white paper, if that's what, that was the one that was unlimited because you had to make a journal. But if you chose as one of your items, this piece of 12 by 12, you got this piece of 12 by 12. So then it was how to use this. Was you going to make a cover out of it? Were you going to use it for pockets? What were you going to use your one piece of paper for to go with all your other plain paper? So we all kind of watched each other. We watched the different videos to see how everybody else, what 4 items did they pick? Because if you picked ink, you only had the one color. It wasn't like you got all the ink. Thank you, Katrine. This is a napkin. It's just, we did this yesterday. I put a napkin on gray colored cardstock. And so it's just a napkin paper. But I do like it. But thank you. So it's, you know, you taught us how to do the napkin. She showed us how to do some paper on her channel, like this kind of. And then I do the glue stick with my napkins. But Katrine has got some awesome videos on making covers and stuff. Right, you have made some like that, Katrine. And your faux leather. Katrine has a great video on making the fake leather or faux leather stuff. Y'all can watch and learn a lot from Katrine. So that's what it is. I'm thinking I want to photocopy it before I cut it up so that I can have more of it, because I only had the one napkin. That was this napkin. Because I think I want to put it in a journal that I'm working on, or it's actually an album. But before I cut it, I think I want to scan it. So, but I think, unless y'all have any questions, we can just sit and chat for a little bitty bit, because I'm out of opportunity things to talk about. Now, tomorrow, P, the letter P. Oh, we did that. We're going to be doing pockets and tucks. I could have put tuck spots under T, but I figured pockets and tuck spots go together. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow on the series. Make some pockets and tuck spots to go in the little journal that we're working on for this series. Oh, you are so welcome, Katrine. And to me, the difference in a pocket, a tuck, and an envelope. Envelopes have flaps. Pockets and tuck spots do not have flaps. A pocket is closed, which I'm going to cover all this tomorrow, but a pocket's closed. It's like a little tube that you put something in. A tuck spot could be a doily on the side of the page that you tuck something under. It could be an image that you tuck something under. A paper clip is a tuck spot, technically, because you can tuck under it. So that's the differences to me between a pocket and a tuck spot and an envelope. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Pockets and tucks. Because we've made several things that are going to need some pockets and tucks to go into. So, do y'all have any questions about anything? And I'm just going to ask this because I know that there's been some questions that have come up in other channels I watch. Does anybody have questions about maybe like what is a DigiKit? What are digis? Anything? Because I don't want to just say stuff if y'all don't have questions. Because that was another thing. I had no idea. I heard people talk about digis all the time, but didn't know what a digi was. No clue. Oh, Misty, you're funny. Misty's being funny. She knows what a DigiKit is. But, I mean, I know Misty knows because we use them. But to begin with, I didn't have a clue. And the learning curve when you're trying to find stuff out on your own. Trucker Janie does not. Okay. Right. There are a lot of people that don't know. And the learning curve when you're trying to figure all this out on your own, that curve is real steep. So, Janie, let me give you this example. And I have a DigiKit over here if I can get it making a... Oh, here we go. This is a digital kit from Melody Made now. And I'm on her design team. So, it's like a pad of paper. And that's the back side. Let me flip this over and show us the front side of the papers, maybe. Because I print on both sides. So this is like, it's just a digital paper pad. But the thing is, once you download it, you've purchased it and you download it, it's yours forever. I can use this page over and over and over again. I can create many different things out of this page and sell them all. So I can't sell the page because it belongs to Melody Made. I can make, like, I could divide this and make 3 tags. I can make it into a trifold and put all kind of pockets and things in it. I can make it into a file folder. I could turn it into an envelope and pack it full of goodies and sell it. I just can't sell this page like this because Melody does that. Okay. But it applies to paper pads the same way. So this is just a digital paper pad. That's the back. Some of my pages are flipped. That I can use over and over in as many kits as I want, in as many journals as I want. I can make as much different things from this as I want, and I can sell them all. Give them away or sell them. Whereas if I go to a store and I buy a paper pad, one and done. When you go buy a paper pad, you can use that paper pad to make anything you want. But let's say it comes with 2 copies of each page. Once you've used those 2 pages, if you want to make something else from one of those pages, back to the store you have to go and either buy just that one page if it's available or buy a whole nother paper pad. Because that's a one and done. Once you've used it, you've used it. This, however, I have to use multiple times over and over. And they're a lot cheaper. Like, now I haven't priced this one, but I think it's like $3.50 for this paper, this kit on melodymade.com. So $3.50 for this kit, which I don't remember how many pages it was, versus going and buying a paper pad for $13. Oh, you're welcome, Janie. Or more. And I'm one that's always bought, until recently, these. But to print these, Like this is printed on cardstock. So you do have to have a printer. You have to have, I use cardstock. I have 4 different weights of paper. 100, no, now I think it's 5. 132 pound card, 110 pound card, I'm sorry. 110 pound card, 65 pound card, 32 pound paper, 24 pound paper, 20 pound paper, because I didn't know the differences in paper in the beginning either. And most people print on the 20 pound paper. It's regular copy paper. But when you do an ink intensive print, it goes through. You can see it on the other side. Even if you back it, sometimes the ink will go through. So my 20 pound paper I use for coffee dyed, my 20 and 24 pound, and here's why. Let me grab a sheet. It's crinkly. It makes the most noise because it's crinkly. So I use the 20 pound and 24 pound for coffee dyed. Ephemera that I've downloaded in a DigiKit, I print on the 20 pound because usually it's supposed to be like a receipt or those kind of things. So if it's not like a tag ephemera or a boarding pass ephemera, but it's a receipt, I do those on 20 pound because it's thin paper. And it's more like a receipt paper. My 32 pound paper is what I print most of my kits on. So this is printed. This is 32 pound paper. It's 32. That's the weight of it. So it's thicker than, where'd the coffee dye go? This is way thicker than this. I mean, you can't really see it on here, but you can hear the difference and you can feel the difference in the paper. And so once I found the 32 pound paper, that's all I print journals on is the 32 pound. I use it to print my envelopes. I use it to print my pages in my journal. I use cardstock for my tags. I use for coffee dyeing, I use the 20 and 24 pound. So if I have coffee dyed paper in a journal, that's what it is. So like, wait a moment, I have a booklet in here. Like this little booklet, these are journaling cards. So they're on the 110 pound card. This is 32 pound because it's a background image from the kit, and I'll print all of that on 32 pound. But this is coffee dyed. It's 24 pound or 20 pound. And so I have different papers for different things. And the only reason that I now have 65 pound card is I bought some cardstock from Michaels. Their brand of cardstock is 65 pound. And it's really just between the 110 pound and this 30. Well, this is 110 pound cards because I knew I was making ephemera. So this kit's all printed on 132 pound or 110 pound card because I'm making ephemera this month. So that's why. For that design team. And I think this is, so here, let me find it. Back to this. This is a 65 pound cardstock. So you can, this is 110. So there's what that sounds like. There's a difference in their weights. This is still good for tags, guys. Still great for making tags. Okay, great, Cheryl. So that's really the difference in a DigiKit's just something you download, whether it's like Digital Curio. And Digital Curio also has a Facebook group, you guys. Good cardstock for cards would be the 110 pound. We get it at Staples. It's the cheapest that I found it. I can get, usually if we get it on sale, I think it's, I want to say $9 or $10, maybe a little bit more for like, how many sheets are in that pack? 250 sheets. No, 275 sheets for like 10 or, I think it's $10 or $15. But it's 275 sheets, and I buy the plain white. Now, I did go to Michael's and get some colored cardstock, which is the 65-pound weight. I buy my paper at Sam's, the 32-pound weight. No, I don't either. We get that at Staples too now because it's cheaper. And it's called, the 32-pound weight is laser printer paper. You can use it in an inkjet printer. I do it all the time. But it says it's premium color, laser, and copier. So an inkjet printer is a copier. And that's what I use for my journal pages. And I didn't used to. My first journals were made with 20-pound paper. I didn't know there was a different weights of paper. I thought paper was all created equal. I thought there was cardstock and paper. Sometimes the colored papers can be more expensive. I do print on my 110-pound paper. My printer's fine with it. Now, I got some paper that was sent to me in a Happy Mail from Joann's. It is thicker, and my printer will not print on that paper. So it's thicker than 110 pound. I didn't pay attention to what the weight of it was. My printer won't print on that, but it will print on the 110 pound one, no problem. And I have a regular HP inkjet printer. It's not any kind of special printer at all. Like to print on this, because if I wanted to print something on the back of this, I have to cut it down to 8.5 by 11, but then my printer will print on it. My printer just can't do a 12 by 12 sheet. They make printers that can. If you really wanted to print on a 12 by 12, you could go to an Office Depot, Staples, a local office supply store. They all have that capability usually, but they charge a lot. Like, I would like to print on or print with laser ink. Laser ink doesn't smear when it gets wet. I don't have a laser printer. I have priced them at my local office supply store. They want 20 cents a page. I know for me to make a journal, it's anywhere from 80 total. And that includes front printing. I can't afford 20 cents a page for that. So laser printer is not happening. Laser paper or printed paper is not going to happen. And I recently bought some A4 paper pads. And if I wanted to print something on that, like say a template to cut it out, paper for the journal from those paper pads, and I wanted to say fill it with another downloadable page, I can cut that paper down to A4, run it through the printer, and print it so it will match the paper pad. A4 is a little bit smaller than our letter size. Katrine, and back to the colored paper, Katrine being more expensive. The ones that I got them on sale at and I know you don't have a Michael's over there. It's the Michael's brand, and they were on sale, and I got 3 packs of 50 sheets each. Or no, hubby got me 6 packs. There were 6. It was $2.22 for 50 sheets, but they're the 65-pound cardstock. So they're not as thick as the 110. And I don't think this is 110 either. And whatever the Joann's brand is, if you buy their brand of paper, because it was a paper pack that was Joann's, it's on a thicker cardstock. My printer won't print on it. I tried printing a template on it so I could cut it out like as an envelope or something, and it wouldn't print it. I know I've seen your stuff from Flying Tiger. That is so cool. And so, yeah, and colored cardstock can be more expensive. It definitely can. I just buy the white. I use white more than I use anything. More recently, though, after I got the ones from Michael's, one of the ones I bought was cream colored. What kit was it that I printed? I think it's this one. Yep, I printed it on the cream colored cardstock. So this is the 65 pound cardstock, and you can see it's not. This is paper. This is card. It's thicker, but it's not as thick as 110. But I used the cream because one-time printing. I didn't have to put anything on the back of it because it's cream colored already. So for that reason, I'm leaning toward colored cardstock. Might not be a bad thing. It can save me from two-sided printing anyway, well, on tags and stuff like that. I got to get that listed in my Zibbet store. Does anybody else have any more questions? Because I'll be glad to give answer anything I can answer. If I don't know, there's enough other people in here, like Misty and Katrine and Joey, who might know. And if none of us know, we'll go look it up somewhere. Yeah, I think the most problem I've seen, Katrine, like you seem to have in you're from Denmark, right? I don't want to get the country wrong. But you seem to have in Denmark where you are more options for crafting supplies. Like my friend Tanya, who is in New Zealand, they are so limited in New Zealand with what she's on the North Island. Like Dai's on where Dai is, it's the South Island. They have bigger cities, they have more. I think Dai has a little bit more access. Excuse me, than what Tanya has. Tanya really doesn't have a craft store near her. So ordering anything for her is so expensive, or if they do have it over there, it's outrageously expensive. For 20 sheets of cardstock, what we pay to get 200, which is crazy to me. But when that's your only option, you're willing to pay it, I guess. Because you really don't have a choice if you want the cardstock. So y'all, in America, we have it really easy. We do. Because we have so much that's readily available to us that other countries do not have. And I didn't realize that till I started talking to Tanya, that they just don't have it there. And then to order it, the shipping is outrageous. And then the cost of it's like double and triple what we would pay. So if we pay $10 for something, they're paying at least 20, if not 30, for the very same item, plus the shipping to get it to New Zealand. Crazy. Right. That is great, Katrine. See, she said that she had a local supermarket that had crafting supplies, but it changed hands. And the new owners have taken out all the crafting supplies. So where she had that, now she has to drive to a bigger city to get it. Yeah, your Aldi has stuff our Aldis don't have. It's kind of funny because you'll say you got stuff at Aldi, and I'm like, our Aldi don't have that. Because I've gone and looked at Aldi's to see if I could get the same. I can't get the same things you get. It's funny. So, well, I guess that's it. If no one has any more questions or anything other than we can just chat, and I don't mind just sitting and chatting. It's the morning time, almost afternoon time. Oh, really? Yay, Joey. And y'all have you have, I don't know if you have Poundland. I know the UK has Poundland, which is like our dollar stores. You missed us talking about the difference in prices between here and overseas. And that we have way more stuff currently, like readily available to us than what they have. Cool, Katrine. It is a huge difference. It really is. I mean, because we can always go out and go like to the Dollar Tree. A lot of places don't have those dollar stores, or we could go. Most towns in the United States have a Dollar Tree. We have Michael's and Hobby Lobby, usually within driving distance of us. Like mine are 30 minutes away, but I can get to them. And that's just because I live in the country. But they don't have that stuff over there. And I was talking about where Tanya lives, like her supermarket had crafting stuff in it, but new owners, it was sold, and the new owners evidently don't craft or know about crafting. So they have removed the crafting department from the local supermarket. So Tanya now has to go like an hour away to get to any kind of crafting supplies, where before there was a little bit. Hi, Mom. Gina's mother, my mother. I can't, it's hi, mother. It's not hi. Y'all can say Gina. I cannot do that. So hi, mother. So it's, she now has to go an hour away just to get simple crafting supplies or order it all online, which is crazy. So Mom Missy's asking how you are in case you're not reading chat. Because they all know about your surgery because I told them. And y'all may hear Miss Muffet. She's snoring in her dog bed. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Thank you for coming. Oh, wow, Katrine, that is awesome. So I think Mom popped in and popped back out again. Or she's typing. She types slow, y'all. There she is. No, Mother, because this is my friendly community who prays for everybody and that kind of thing. So, no. See, Trucker Janie says prayers for you. Mom, it's funny, y'all. She knew I told y'all about her surgery. Can't have any secrets. Mother, you're so funny. But Katrine, when the paper factory, does it, because like our paper factories over here smell horrible. Does yours have a really bad odor when it's up and running? And thank you, Janie. We're nosy around here. Yeah, exactly. You tell her, Misty. So, Mom, Mac Jury is Misty because Mother's heard me talk about Misty and she's heard me talk about Janie. Oh, and you guys, May made it as announced that next year, the is it Made It Con that she does? I think it is. It's going to be here in Alabama. We know, Mother, we read typo. We all do it. Oh, cool, Katrine. See, ours over here, when you go by a paper mill because it's horrible. So that may be something that you have that's better than us. You probably have laws in your country about them having to have the filters on the chimneys and that kind of thing. Mother Katrine is from Denmark. So yeah, you might have that in your country where we have EPA laws, but I don't think it requires them to put filters on the chimney. Not from the smell that comes out of those factories. Oh, cool. That is so cool. So, Katrine, we're going to have to get together and come up with a time, because I know there's a huge time difference, when we can do like a hangouts together and come up with something to do on it. Because I think that would be awesome. And anybody else that would like to join, I'm open. So we can, and I am now spinning. It's buffering, guys. It'll stop hopefully in a second. Or maybe it could just be my 4G. I'm going to go out and come back and see what happens. It was my 4G, evidently, because our 4G is as bad as our internet, because going out and coming back fixed it. It still stinks, Gary Hand. Oh, wow. So, Misty, would you be interested in doing that with me and Katrine? I would love to do that with Katrine. A hangouts. Even if we don't do anything but sit and talk and make very little, I would love to do that with Katrine. Terry Ann, you could do it with us as long as you have access. Right, hangouts. Sounds good to you? See, we could get a whole group together. I think it would be a lot of fun. Muffets. Muffet is just snoring, y'all. Oh, you don't have access, Carrie Ann? I'm going to be quiet for a minute so we can listen. I'm sure y'all can hear that. My microphone seems to be real sensitive and picks up everything in here. Oh, thank you, Katrine. She is, Deborah. She is. And see, a lot of times when I get up, she's not ready to get out of bed yet. I have to physically make her. She can't jump off our bed. It's too high, and she's got like 3-inch long legs. And I have to. Yes, she is sleeping and snoring. Her dog bed. She's got a dog bed under my desk. So I got her off the bed when I got up this morning, and she immediately came in here and got in her little dog bed because she wasn't ready to get up yet. Muffets. Miss Muffets. Miss Muffets. She's so funny. She's ignoring me completely. She's not even looking at me, you guys. I wish YouTube would give us the ability to share pictures. I'll post a picture of her in the Facebook group. And just so Foxy doesn't feel left out, I'll get one of her too. And put it in the Facebook group. Because y'all can see, her legs really are only about 3 inches long. She's a Chihuahua, and she's a very short Chihuahua. Okay, guys. Well, I guess we're going to go. Is anybody on here going live later? Because go on and put it in if you are, and everybody can make sure that they have you. And that way we don't miss it. Thank you, Janie and Carrie Ann, and everybody have a great day. And if no one's going to go, just keep watching for everybody to go live. Y'all are free if you belong to My Foxy's group. Post it in the group when you're going live so we can all know. And come and watch. I don't care about that. That's what the group, I created a group specifically for that. Thanks, Deborah. I was waiting to see what the response to Carrie Ann's question was. Janie, are you hauling near St. Louis? Oh, I love the paw prints, Janie. I just noticed those. Those are cute. Are they hearts? They're hearts. But they look like upside down puppy prints. But they are hearts. Texas and Tennessee. Oh, that's a trip, though, going back and forth like that. Bless your heart, Janie. Thank you, Katrine. Hugs and blessings to you too. Bye, and I hope to catch you soon. And I think we're friends on Facebook, so we'll get together and figure out a hangout time. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming. Everybody have a great rest of your day. 3 loads a week? Oh, my gosh, Janie. That's a lot. Thank you, Carrie Ann. Hugs, everybody. Bye-bye, y'all.